National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys have won 2 straight since falling in Week 1. On the other side, you've got the Cowboys head coach. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect him.
Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Love. Left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had the fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going for it all. He's got it! To the goal line and in! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. For Golden, the first-round selection back in April. That's his first career touchdown in the NFL. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine. And they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
On first down, right back to Williams. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. He's across midfield. From the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 2. Second and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Now a third and 2. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here. First and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, what's that?
It's another run here for Williams. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to third down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Brings up third and 9.
Love a swap. Nike Texas.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
18, what's up?
They run over center with Williams. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
All right. On 18. Right. Right.
Stroud going to set up to throw. There's a screen set up for Judkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Quinshon Judkins. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3.
Right. Right. Under. Go now. Right.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 4th down, Stroud. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I have it. So I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and that players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
Nice run on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. On play action, Stroud. That's down the field for Lamb. That is caught. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Stroud. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Quick, yellow. Ready. Check pitch.
On 1st down, it's Love. That's complete to Watson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. We'll go play action with Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
And 2.
Yellow, 1.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that... tells you, Mike, the decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Yellow,
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
check, pick.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
On the double.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First down.
Ready,
It's
go.
a gain of 10.
52 foot,
First down.
ready.
Packers.
On play action, Love. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
54 yards. That's another Packers first down. First and goal, Green Bay.
Really nice job. There, Mike, all they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Come on, set.
At the 8-yard line.
Set,
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed, touchdown Packers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Williams. Past midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. What a run by Williams. 42 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Stroud. They'll try to set up the screen here. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Williams. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Khalil Herbert to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their receiver, Jaden Reed, getting set for their next drive. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points every time. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5.
I'm in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming. Here's Daniel Whelan now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. Stroud trying to rally the troops and get them to the line quickly.
A gain of 2. Brings up
now they'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Pickens, first catch. And that's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Oh, ready? 18.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for Cowboys. First down.
Tony.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here we go, let's go. 18,
Throwing on second down. Stroud. Headed left. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. One final throw before the break. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And And that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Oh, that's...
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. Keyshawn Nixon on the stop.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He's going to let one go deep for Lambs. That's going to be incomplete. Something very stout there. That's going to bring up second down. To throw, it's Stroud. High-headed defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Look the hot.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here we go. 18.
They will indeed go as they look to throw.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
This one, batted away. It's incomplete. We'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Here we go, set.
Love. Quick slash into the hands of Golden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Ready.
Now Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check pitch.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Love. A quick slant, looked in by Watson. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Christian Watson, touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, it is Williams. Threw him up the the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
On the give, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Second down, they need 7.
3. Brings up second and 7.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18. What's that? Hey, south.
On play action, Stroud. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second and 9.
On second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Edgerrin Cooper.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On first and 10, here's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
19 yards. And the Packers first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 19 yards.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Second and 10.
Second and 10. At the 50-yard line.
Black 40.
They go play action with Love. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Logan Wilson in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
A throw right side is intercepted. And these guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
Defensively on third down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing the turnover.
The 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons.
Well, this game's kind of turned into a rock fight. They're just kind of throwing the ball back and forth. To each other, and now everyone just needs to take a deep breath, settle in, get a couple first downs, and just realize, all right, we're going to do some things on defense to give ourselves a chance. Now we've got to maintain possession of the ball on offense and go get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Love firing to Golden. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They've talked all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, 2 guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, we'll try to draw even right here and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
19 seconds. Hey, south.
To throw is Stroud. And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw on. Try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Cowboys 19.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Khalil Herbert on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down. Loose.
Love to throw it on first down. Throw on the run is complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing is Love. That is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
We'll get this one out to Jacobs. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That complete to Jacobs. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Packers.
A gain of 21 yards. And
Here's Love. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Packers 28, Cowboys 19.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first
Stroud to throw here on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Now, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
Check pitch.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
10 yards.
Check White.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's Tariq. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's Jacobs.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
They'll let Jacobs try to run this in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay.
A give, and here comes Williams. Tough to bring down. Somehow, he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up second and
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Moving to his right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All right. 18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8
yards. And the Cowboys first down.
To throw, it's Stroud. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Deshaun Nixon on the coverage.
All right.
Throwing is Stroud. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He's got his man. It's Pickens. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Hey, south. Here we go.
Here's Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Intended for C.D. Lamb.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Packers
Love to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
pick up of 6.
Set, ready.
And 4.
33,
At the
yellow.
34-yard line.
Red.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Shot. 17.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Love. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
2nd and 6. At the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Brandon McManus lining up for
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Evan Williams. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Stroud. Now he'll work his way out right.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Oh, a loose football. The Cowboys have it. Accelerating toward midfield. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.